Welcome back to World Fact Finder. In this episode, we will discuss 50 unbelievable and unforgettable facts. You ready? Let's get started. Number 1. Kenan Thompson's SNL role. In 2013, Kenan Thompson, a cast member of Saturday Night Live, refused to continue portraying black women on the show, urging SNL to hire black women for those roles instead. Number 2. In 2001, Tadamasa Goto, a Yakuza mob boss, made a $100,000 donation to UCLA. In return, he received a liver transplant, enabling him to bypass the waiting list. During the same year, 186 individuals in the Los Angeles area lost their lives while awaiting liver transplants. The FBI was also involved in the deal. Number 3. Theodor Morell, Adolf Hitler's quack personal physician, prescribed cocaine eye drops, heavy doses of oxycodone, and amphetamines to Hitler, sometimes administering them up to 20 times daily. To alleviate Hitler's excessive flatulence, he recommended Dr. Koster's anti-gas pills, a concoction of atropine and strychnine. Number 4. When asked by Alexander how he wished to be treated, the defeated Indian king Porus responded, "Treat me as one king would treat another." Impressed by his response, Alexander indeed treated him royally, returning his territories, appointing him as a satrap of his empire, and granting him additional lands. Number 5. Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, and his wife Claudia grew dissatisfied with recipe alterations at KFC after selling the company. In 1968, they established the Claudia Sanders Dinner House. However, the new KFC owners initiated a lawsuit, which ultimately resulted in an out-of-court settlement. Number 6. Marines' umbrella ban lifted. The U.S. Marine Corps forbade male members from using umbrellas while in uniform until 2019. Number 7. Anthony Hopkins once scoured all of London in search of the book The Girl from Petrovka. Failing to find it, he returned home, only to discover the manuscript of the book on a bench. The thief had dumped the author's copy from a stolen car. Number 8. Cartels are Mexico's fifth largest employer, making up 175,000 members. Number 9. The September 11th Memorial and Museum at the World Trade Center in New York City houses the remains of 1,150 unidentified victims of the 9/11 terror attacks. Number 10. In 1932, as a final effort to prevent Hitler from seizing power, Brüning, the German chancellor, attempted to restore the monarchy. Number 11. First shot suicide. Edmund Ruffin, who purportedly fired the first shot of the Civil War, ultimately took his own life, his body draped in a Confederate flag, to avoid submitting to Yankee rule. Number 12. Kim Jong-il's renowned 5-hole-in-1 golf record was actually a simple journalistic error. Reporters misinterpreted his scorecard, which had been filled out in shorthand by the scorekeeper, resulting in the incorrect reporting of his score. Number 13. One of Da Vinci's students simultaneously painted a better-preserved exact replica of the Mona Lisa in the same studio as Leonardo. It shows details that are no longer visible in the original Mona Lisa. Number 14. President John F. Kennedy survived 4 assassination attempts before his tragic death in Dallas, Texas, on November 22, 1963. Number 15. In 1903, The New York Times predicted that it would take humans 1 to 10 million years to perfect a flying machine. The Wright brothers achieved this feat just 69 days later. Number 16. Ghana's witch camps. Ghana hosts 6 witch camps, providing shelter to approximately 1,000 women. These camps offer a refuge for women accused of witchcraft, shielding them from the threat of violence from their neighbors. Number 17. Lenzi Namioka, born in China, bears a name that cannot be written in Chinese. Her linguist father identified 2 Chinese syllables, len and sei, which aren't used in words and thus lacked corresponding Chinese characters. Consequently, he christened his next daughter Lenzi, and she remains the sole individual known by this name. Number 18. Following his demise in 68 AD, there circulated a prevalent conspiracy theory suggesting that the Roman Emperor Nero was still secretly alive. Number 19. The final soldier of the British Empire to perish in World War I was the Canadian George Lawrence Price, who succumbed 2 minutes before the end of the war. Number 20. In the film Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze found Jennifer Grey to be rather unprofessional, and during one scene, Grey repeatedly succumbed to laughter when Swayze stroked her side. They attempted this particular take 20 times, with Grey bursting into laughter every time. Number 21. Coca leaf importation fallout. In 2003, Maywood Chemical Works, now owned by Stepan Company, imported over 385,000 pounds of coca leaf for the production of Coca-Cola, sufficient to produce $200 million worth of cocaine, all of which had to be legally disposed of, likely through incineration. Number 22. In 1975, Belle Chase John Doe, an unidentified 17-year-old suicide victim, left a note requesting that the police refrain from identifying him. A hurricane later destroyed all records and information relating to his case. Number 23. In 1870, the United States voted on a treaty proposing the annexation of the Dominican Republic, with the ultimate goal of incorporating it as a state. Number 24. Naturalization in Liechtenstein is subject to popular vote, with only candidates who have actively engaged in local community life for 10 or more years likely to be accepted as citizens. Number 25. Boris Yeltsin lost 2.5 fingers on his left hand while attempting to open a grenade as a teenager. Number 26. Pris Fotheringham's Act. Pris Fotheringham, renowned for popularizing chucking, an ancient Roman act, would invert herself naked, legs apart, allowing patrons to toss coins into her commodity. Legend has it that she could accommodate 16 half-crowns, a notable achievement per modern commentators. Number 27. Genghis Khan deployed his smaller armies against larger ones and utilized the remainder of his forces to terrorize vulnerable civilian population centers. He compelled captives to execute their own people and concealed himself behind them while advancing, causing confusion among enemies. Mastering mobility and depth, he avoided costly set-piece battles. Number 28. New Jersey stands as the sole state in America where it is illegal for drivers to pump their own gas. A 2022 Monmouth University poll also revealed that 60% of New Jersey residents oppose a policy permitting stations to transition to full self-service. Number 29. Mississippi was the first state to implement conjugal visits in 1950 to encourage black male prisoners to work harder at manual labor. As of 2024, only 4 states permit conjugal visits: California, Connecticut, New York, and Washington. Number 30. Kevin Costner declined the lead role in Air Force One, 1997, to star in and direct The Postman, 1997. While Air Force One achieved critical and commercial success, The Postman was a box office failure, earning Costner 2 Razzie Awards for Worst Actor and Director. Number 31. Changping Battle's Gruesome Outcome. The Battle of Changping, which lasted from 262 to 260 BC, claimed so many lives that in the 1970s, the bones of the deceased were utilized as fertilizer. Historians estimate that 890,000 people died in the battle. Number 32. The current water speed record, as of April 2024, for the fastest speed achieved by a waterborne vehicle was achieved 46 years ago and is considered one of the sporting world's most hazardous competitions. Number 33. Pop artist Andy Warhol was a devout Catholic who faithfully attended Mass every Sunday, regularly volunteered at soup kitchens, and successfully converted at least one person to Catholicism. Number 34. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln was part of a broader conspiracy involving the planned assassinations of Secretary of State William H. Seward and Vice President Andrew Johnson. Seward survived a stabbing in his home, but Johnson's would-be assassin lost his nerve and never attempted the assassination. Number 35. Euler's writings often constitute the earliest documented references on various subjects. We credit some discoveries and theorems to the first person to prove them after Euler, to avoid the tendency to attribute everything to him. Number 36. Noisy fish and snorkeling danger. Some schools of fish produce such incessant chatter that it is hazardous to snorkel among them, with noise levels described as loud as a lawnmower or chainsaw. Moreover, boats above the water can faintly hear the rumbling noise they generate. Number 37. Abraham Lincoln had a cousin named Abraham B. Lincoln, who served as a private in the Confederate Army. However, Abraham B. Lincoln deserted from the Confederate Army in 1864. Number 38. Walter F. White, a leader of the NAACP for over 25 years, passed as White infiltrated lynching rings and played a pivotal role in shaping Brown v. Board of Education. Despite controversy surrounding his methods, his efforts exposed injustices and propelled the civil rights movement forward. Number 39. The dilemma zone refers to the area where it is unsafe to stop for a yellow light and yet impossible to reach the intersection before the light turns red. Number 40. The red phone linking Washington to Moscow was neither actually red nor a traditional phone. It began as a teletype system in 1963, transitioned to fax in 1986, and has functioned as secure email since 2008. Number 41. Samsung's TV disabling feature. Samsung has the capability to remotely disable its TVs equipped with a television block function. When connecting to the internet, the TV cross-references its serial code with Samsung's servers and ceases functionality if there's a match. Samsung employs this feature to prevent cargo theft and unauthorized retail. Number 42. The U.S. Marshals Con Air Service provides transportation for non-federal prisoners at a maximum cost of $2,643. Number 43. During the Civil War, former U.S. President John Tyler supported the Confederacy and won election to the Confederate House of Representatives. However, he passed away in 1862 before assuming office. Despite his request for a simple burial, the Confederate flag draped his coffin at his burial. Number 44. To alleviate the immediate financial strain of Terminator 2. Judgment Day's production costs, Carolco Pictures paid most of Arnold Schwarzenegger's salary with a financed $12.75 million Gulfstream III jet. Number 45. In the 1993 election, Canada's Progressive Conservative Party suffered a devastating defeat, losing 154 out of 156 seats. It marked one of the worst election defeats in any Western democratic nation. Number 46. Decline of fat men's clubs. Fat men's clubs were a popular phenomenon in the U.S. from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Many of these social clubs restricted membership to men weighing over 200 pounds, 91 kilograms. The decline of these clubs paralleled a shift in societal perceptions of obesity, shifting from being associated with wealth and kindness to a negative view. Number 47. Harrison Ford and Sylvester Stallone hold the distinction of being the only two actors in history to have starred in a box office #1 film across 6 consecutive decades. Number 48. In 1870, the French National Assembly offered the French throne to Henri, the Count of Chambord, but he declined when they refused his demand to change the flag. This decision prompted Pope Pius IX to famously remark, "All that for a napkin." Number 49. Hepatic pregnancy refers to a rare condition where implantation occurs in the liver. Number 50. Murphy, a disabled bald eagle, gained fame after attempting to hatch a rock. In 2023, the caretakers of his sanctuary replaced the rock with an orphaned eaglet, enabling Murphy to finally become a real parent. Thanks for watching. Like and comment if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe and activate notifications so you don't miss the next interesting facts. See you in our next video.